Question number 13. The length of a rectangle is 3 inches longer than it is wide. If the area is 108 square inches, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? So here is a rectangle. And we know that the width is, I'm going to say it's W. Let me make X better. And then the length is 3 inches more than the width, so X plus 3. We know that the area is 108, so area of any rectangle is width times length, which is X times X plus 3. And we know that the area is 108. So now we're going to distribute the X inside. You'll get X squared plus 3 equals 108. 3x equals 108. This is quadratic, so we need to remove this and make it 0. So we're going to subtract 108 from both sides of the equation. We get x squared plus 3x minus 108 equals 0. Again, I'm going to use the quadratic formula just because the numbers are big. So x is 1. A is 1, B is 3, and C is 108. Is it negative or positive? Negative 108. So now the lengths are 9 and negative 12. I will take the positive because the length cannot be negative. So x is going to be, can I write it here? Either 9 or negative 12. That is impossible. I will pick 9. So the shorter side is going to be 9, and the longer side is going to be 9 plus 3, which is going to be 12 inches. This is just a coincidence that the other one is negative 12. Number 14. A large explosion causes wood and metal debris to rise vertically into the air with an initial velocity of 144 feet per second. The polynomial 144t minus 16t squared gives the height of the fallen debris above the ground in feet, t seconds after the explosion. Use the given polynomial to find the height of debris 3 seconds after the explosion. So to find it after 3 seconds, we're just going to plug it into the equation. So 144 times 3 minus 16 times 3 squared. And the answer is going to be 288. So the answer is 288 feet. Factor the given polynomial completely. So the polynomial is 144t minus 16t squared. I can pull the t out as a common factor and the 16 as a common factor. So t gets out as a common factor and 16. So 16t is out. The remaining is going to be 9t. Sorry, the t is gone from here. Minus t. So that is the factorization of this polynomial. Number 15. The equation absolute value of 5x minus 20 is equal to 15 has two solutions. The sum of these two solutions is what? So when we solve absolute value equations, we know that this is going to split into two equations. One is going to be 5x minus 20 equals 15. Just drop the absolute value sign. The other one is going to be 5x minus 20 equals negative 15. Change this sign into negative. Then you're going to solve each one of them. So you're going to add 20 to both sides of the equation. You will get 5x equals 35. Divide both sides by 5. You will get x is equal to 7. That's the first one. And then the same process here, add 20 to both sides of the equation. You will get 5x equals 5, positive 5, and then you're going to divide both sides by 5. And then you will get x is equal to 1. Repeat that again. So now the answer is going to be 7 plus 1 is 8. The sum is 8. Solve the following equation. So the first step to solve the absolute value equations is to isolate the absolute value equation, which means we need to subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. We're going to end up with y minus 9 inside of the absolute value equals 12 minus 5, which is 7. Now we're going to split that into two equations. Y minus 9 equals 7 and y minus 9 equals negative 7. We're going to add 9 to both sides of the equation. And the first equation is going to give us y equals to 16. And the second equation is going to give me y equals positive 2. Number 17, same process. So we're going to remove anything associated with the absolute value by adding 3 to both sides of the equation. You will end up with 3x minus 3 is equal to 6. And now this is going to split into 2. 3x minus 3 equals 6 and 3x minus 3 equals negative 6. So we're going to add 3 to both sides of the equation for both equations. And then the first equation is going to give me 3x is equal to 9. I will divide both sides by 3. I will get x is equal to 3. The second one is going to give me 3x is equal to negative 3. You're going to divide both sides by 3. And we're going to end up with x is equal to negative 1. The next equation. Now, before I judge this equation and say the absolute value cannot have negative answer here, first I will need to remove these associated numbers. The first step I'm going to do is to subtract 6 from both sides of the equation. So I will end up with negative 6 absolute value 2x plus 4 equals negative 18. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 6 or negative 6. So negative 6 here and negative 6 here. So I will end up with 2x plus 4 equals positive 3. Now I'm going to split this into two equations. 2x plus 4 equals 3. 2x plus 4 equals negative 3. 2x equals negative 1. From that I get x is equal to negative 1/2. And the other one, I will get 2x is equal to negative 7. Divide by 2. You get x is equal to negative 7 over 2. And you can just keep it like that.